Hi, it's me again. Thank you so much for being there and listening to my videos. I'm super happy and grateful, and it's because of you that I'm doing this. And in the beginning, I was not sure if there was gonna be someone on the other side of this camera, but now I know you're there. Because why? Because you're writing me. And today was a very rainy day, and I had to run and rush and do some errands, and I was looking forward to my video today. Why? Because I got a beautiful email from Spain, and she was with me in Malaga last year, and it was her first workshop in Ashtanga, and she came to a group that already knew the series, and she didn't know the series at all, but it did not matter. We had a great connection, and I think we really enjoyed the workshop, and at the end we are all the same energy, no matter where our physical bodies are, and it's a matter of connection, and really like longing for deeper answers to our heart, and that's what yoga is. So no matter where you are in your asana practice, yoga is for everyone. We can all breathe, and we all have the deep intention to go deeper and connect to something real, and that's all you need to be a yogi. Asanas, they come and go. As I say, the mantra is, so what? Oh yeah, I can do, scorpion. So what? Are you a better human being? Are you kinder to each other? Are you judging people? Are you like somewhere or another thinking you are superior because you're doing the scorpion? So that's not yoga. Yoga is just awareness that we are alive and we should be kind to each other. That's what I think. So thank you so much for that email. It really gave me a lot of Shakti. Today I want to speak about the process of becoming a teacher in my lineage. I think this is something that it's important, and there's a lot of confusion around it. And since I have been the I don't know how to say, the trigger for some of my students to end up in Mysore, I would like to share this information for the whole world. How can you become an Ashtanga teacher under Sharaji's parampara, under his lineage? So in our lineage, there are no formal teacher trainings like in other systems of yoga. Let's say our Ashtanga is not a style of yoga, it's a method. What is the difference? A method is something that has been proven throughout the years, and that works, that helps people, that makes us happier, that relieves us from physical pain, from emotional pain, from mental pain. It's a method that has been tried through many, many, many years in many, many human beings. And it's a very serious commitment to become an Ashtanga teacher under Sharaj. That's what I can say, but it's worth it, and you can do it, and if you have the feeling, go for it. Go for it. That's my advice, and that's what I've told many of my students. Some of them were saying, are you crazy? I'm not ready to go to India. I'm like, I'm not ready. And I was just, you go. As much as I could, I would really push them to do it. And last year, there was one of my students from Argentina. I was super happy, and it was many years after we met, and then she left Costa Rica and went back to Argentina, and then she finally made it, and I was so happy for her. It's just it's like a matter of planting the seed, and the seed will blossom in due time. So what do you need to do first to become an Ashtanga teacher under Sharaji's lineage? First of all, you need to study for 3 months with one of us. He is authorized and certified teachers. So we're going to help you in these 3 months. That it can be with one teacher, or it can be with several teachers. Some of you don't have teachers in your home, so you need to travel and start accumulating hours, and you also maybe want to go live in another city or in another country for 1 month, 2 months, and do it with 3 teachers. You can be creative around it. But what happens is that when you apply, you need to give our name. And please don't use our name if you just did a weekend workshop with us. It's 3 months. So you need to be patient, you need to be focused, you need to gear all your resources to building up these 3 months and building up your practice, because he's not taking beginners. Even though right now in the Shala in Mysore there are classes for beginners. So you could also come here and take, I don't know, a month with my colleagues, and then that month is useful. So you can start studying with Sharad. So after you have those 3 months with an authorized or certified teacher, which means that it has to be a teacher from Sharadji's list in the website. I think it's gonna be out in a few days, and you need to go to the new website, Sharad Yoga Center, and then you will find your city or someone close. And once you do that, then you're ready to apply. And how do you apply? Usually in the website, they announce like with 3 months in advance, when is he going to be teaching again in Mysore. Like this year, we are looking forward for the new dates. We don't really know. But for example, if he decides to open the Shala in July and August 2020, then we need to be ready to apply around May, maybe April. He's going to announce, and then you need to be really there, you know, because there's only 300 spots and there's like 10,000 applications, and it's also an exercise of trust and letting go. You know, for us teachers is the same. We apply like everyone else, and I have been rejected, you know, many times. No, it's okay. You know, if you don't come, then you try for the next one, because there's so many people that want to study with him right now that, you know, it's fair that everybody gets, you know, a spot at least once a year. Another way is just to study with him. You know, he's doing tours this year through all over the world, and you can follow him in a tour. That would be wonderful. You can study with him 1 week in Bangkok, and then you can go to China 1 week, and then you can go to Europe 3 weeks, and then you start building up your months, and then you're ready to apply. Once you apply, and then let's say that you get in. You're gonna get an email, and you're gonna be super happy and excited, and now comes the time to figure out the logistics for your travel. Yes, you need to travel to India. You need to travel to Bangalore, which is a city in the south part of India, which is a really cool city, by the way. And once you get to Bangalore, you need to book your taxi to travel from Bangalore to Mysore. It's a 3-4 hour journey by car or by bus. And you can write me, I can give you contacts so you take a safe taxi. And it's a whole, like, we already know it by heart, but you know, for someone new that's coming to India for the first time, it can be kind of scary. But that's what we are here for. We are here to support you. Every time a new student comes to Mysore, I try my best to help them in any logistics that I can, you know, from finding an apartment or just to, like, you know, where to change the dollars. And I have some students, they're so amazing, you know, they came to India for the first time and they did not speak any English. I mean, they are incredible. They have these hearts, and when they come and someone from our school helps them, for sure. So trust, we are here for you, because we have been through this experience many, many times. And India is going to welcome you in unexpected ways. I really encourage you to get a good insurance in case you get a little sick in the stomach. It happens in the first weeks. It's normal, it's part of adapting to this, but India is so vibrant and so, I don't know, I love this place so much. There's so much gossip in the West about India, and they don't really know what they're talking about. India is heaven for spiritual seekers. So come, and then you need to get an apartment, of course, and for that there's a lot of contacts. There's a group in Facebook, it's called Ashtanga Community in Mysore. There's all type of connections, and something will happen. So Sharadji just opened a new beautiful shala, and it's not exactly in the same neighborhood where it used to be. It's like 20 minutes by rickshaw or by scooter, and it's lovely. I mean, I'm so happy that, you know, we have more space, and there's really like beautiful pure air, and like, I mean, it's like a rebirth of our school. So you're welcome to come. and uh, how does it happen that you start coming to India and then suddenly you want to teach this method? Well, for some of us it happens inevitably because we are receiving so much, and like it used to happen to me, I would just be so much gratitude that I would go back to my country, and people were saying, we want to learn what you are doing, please teach us. And like, in those times it was not very clear what to do, so I was sharing a little bit, but then there was a whole questioning if I was ready to teach or not, because Sharat gives you an authorization, which is that he gives you his blessing to teach once you have demonstrated that you know the primary series. Basically, when you finish the primary series, and he sees you interested and he sees that you keep coming here to India and everything, he'll probably one day tell you, go to the office and speak to the secretary, to Usha, and because I want to authorize you. And that's wonderful and that's beautiful, because another teacher is going to be like helping people learn this method, and that's amazing. But sometimes it doesn't happen that easy. Sometimes you have to come more times, or so don't be discouraged and don't come to India to get authorized. Basically, come to India because you love your practice, you have a connection with Sharat, and you want to spend some time here, and you want to explore yourself better, because to be able to teach something, first we need to experience it ourselves. We need to go through the fire of transformation. And if the authorization comes, great. If the authorization is not coming, please don't stop coming to Mysore because you're not getting the paper. Keep coming, and if it's meant to come, it will come. And whatever happens is good. That's the beauty of yoga. Yoga is about being doing your duty with no expectations. It's basically doing your yoga, and many gifts will come to you, many blessings in due time. Once you have the authorization one, then you have to come every year. And that's the way to renew the authorization. It's not that you need to pay a fee to the school. No, you need to come. You need to come back and stay connected. And also, if you're teaching back home, it's going to be really healthy for you to come, because teaching this method is just it's like a lot of energy. We do our practice so we can be there for our students, but at some point in the year we start getting tired. So I used to come from Costa Rica, stay 1 month, go back, teach the whole year, and then the next year again, come 1 month. So I've been to my school 12 times, 12 trips. And to India, totally, I've been 22 trips. It's crazy. Yeah, that's why I love this country so much. For me, I'm a total Indian lover. Maybe when you finish your second series, or maybe before, he will offer you the second level of authorization. That's the one that I hold, and so honored to have received it. I was not expecting it at all. I have to tell you that. I had just found out I was pregnant with my boy Theo when he gave it to me, and I was, according to my standards, my practice was terrible. And yet he gave it to me. So the authorization has not really anything to do with your performance in the mat. It has more to do with your attitude, your commitment to your practice, and your intention. And for that, he has like x-rays. So once you get the second one, then you're able to teach the primary and the intermediate series, which is very exciting for a teacher to have all these tools to work with the students, and it becomes really fun. And and of course the teacher keeps practicing every day and every morning, keeps going to Mysore every year. So that's how it works. It's very there's not a formal teacher training, even though he has done some teacher gatherings. I was blessed to be in the first one in 2009, and we had a month with him, and it was very touching because his grandfather has just died, and he was taking over in the school, and it was a time of great sadness, but at the same time of huge potential. We were really open and moving into the next stage. And yoga is that. Yoga is going and moving forward into what calls you, into what excites you, what brings you back to life. So if there's anything in you that is feeling this calling, you know, to come to India, or to come study with an authorized teacher, or to travel for your yoga, follow that call. Because in this life there are few things that are really precious, and one of those is your spiritual practice, because ultimately that stays with you through the years and only gets better and only gets deeper. And if you have a good teacher behind you, they are capable of taking you deeper into yourself and making you understand many things from your past, and also creating a future that is full of hope and blessings. And with this yoga, everything is coming to you. Even those things that leave your life, even those people that disappear from your life, they were meant to do so. So your yoga is going to help you clean your slate and breathe freer and happier every day. So if you want to become a teacher, yeah, it's a path of like many years. It's not that you get your certificate in 1 month, or you don't get your Ashtanga certificate online. I'm sorry. You have to come to India, many trips, many times, but it's very exciting. Like he says, you know, when something is easy, we don't really appreciate it, but when something, you know, we need to put our effort and our focus and our energy into it, and we really honor it, and we really hold it close to our hearts every day. If you have any questions, please write me. I'll be very happy to answer your questions, and I'll do another video on what happens if you want to teach before being authorized. Wow, that's a big question. Thank you so much, everyone. Namaste.